He let his son steer the plane, even though there were 75 people on board. But the boy pushed hard on the controls, which turned off the autopilot. And even though a warning light flashed, the pilot didn't see it. Suddenly, the boy pushed the controls again, sending the plane into a nosedive. The pilot took over and managed to pull the plane up, but it climbed too steep, which caused the engine to stall. And without power, the plane plummeted to the ground, killing every single person on board.
A few days ago, I posted a video about why Kentucky Fried Chicken changed their name to KFC, and my explanation was wrong. You see, I explained that the name change was KFC's way of mixing the word Kentucky, so they wouldn't have to pay licensing fees. But after posting this video, I noticed some of the comments were claiming I was full of so I retraced my steps and found where I went wrong. You see, I got this information from a Snopes article, but I didn't realize that Snopes had rated this article as Lost Legend. A Lost Legend rating is their way of trolling people, and I fell for it. Police were later an electric rattle on their helmets that sped 90 feet and alert other officers to rushing under control radius. Large hose could be made out of a backpack, which held a portable water tank, allowing them to hose people down. If anyone got too close, electric wires hidden in their sleeves could shake them into submission. And this is what people in the 1800s thought future police would look like. I saw this tools did get developed, just not exactly like they thought.
If someone has bone cancer in their femur, a surgeon will sometimes amputate the affected area, removing the entire middle part of the leg. But they leave the major vein, artery, and nerve intact. Then they bring the lower part of the leg up and rotate it 180 degrees. By turning backwards, the ankle joint essentially becomes the knee. This is because it can mimic the knee's bending motion. And while it might look bizarre, it's actually very helpful for amputees. The backwards ankle fits perfectly into a prosthetic and gives more stability and mobility. Sesame Street aired a segment 50 years ago that is still freaking people out to this day. The character was called Nobody, a floating face that counted to 10 in a chilling voice. Now what's even creepier is if you search Limbo Face on YouTube, you can see the character's origin. It's an old short film created by Jim Henson, and let's just say, it's pretty dark.
Hey, you wanna see my evil touch?
The army hand is placed on the wound and positioned so its jaws clamp tightly on the edges, securing them together. Then the hand's body is twisted off, leaving its head and mandibles in place, which acts as a stitch. More are added depending on the size of the wound, and these hand stitches are left in the skin until the edges of the wound stay closed on their own.
He smashed a bottle of wine over her head, knocking her out. But this wasn't just some random attack. He was an author and had just published a book. And after reading it, the girl left a bad review. Instead of just ignoring it, he tracked her down through social media and traveled 500 miles just to find her. She was stacking shelves at a supermarket when he showed up and attacked her. He was arrested and sentenced to over 2 years in prison over one single book review.
If you touch a cactus, you'll probably get the spines stuck in your skin. And if you try to pull them out, you can actually break them off in your flesh because they're so fragile. So instead, you should apply a layer of glue over the area. Once it is dried, quickly peel it off in a smooth motion. This will pull out the spines evenly, causing them to stay intact.
Is here full of the worst master fight. He wanted to heal the power in your powers, nuts, the first best thrones, not the battle. Let's sing if you're banging the worst spots, no third on it with the law net. Healer ass, netting your wolf, spots, no nuts, and the feet, not net, but no snare, no sure. How you keep the way out, so then him is other fighter. So vouch, your life as a keep standing here for no one. Shouldn't I feel that a
You know the Pringles logo? Well, this is what it looks like today. They shaved his head and made him look kind of dull. Other logos have followed this trend, which is sometimes referred to as de-branding. Now, some people think this is just a minimalist stylistic choice, but there's actually a pretty simple reason these logos have changed. You see, as smartphones became popular, these
The door lock broke, leaving her completely stuck inside the bathroom. There were no windows and no way out. Her only lifeline was tap water from the sink. As weeks went by, she tried banging on the pipes, hoping her neighbors would hear her cries for help. But they mistook the noise for construction work and even filed a petition to stop it. Finally, after weeks of missed mail, a concerned neighbor alerted the authorities. When firefighters arrived, they found her weak and malnourished. She was rushed to the hospital, barely surviving her ordeal.
If you were floating in space and your suit suddenly disappeared, most people think your body would just explode under the pressure. But that's not actually the case. You see, the first thing that would happen is you would immediately lose all of the air in your lungs. This would be quickly followed by your skin swelling as your bodily fluids start to vaporize. And in just a few seconds, you would lose consciousness due to lack of oxygen. If you went away from the sun, over the span of a few months, your body would freeze as it floated into the abyss.
When you drink expired milk, it will make its way into your stomach and cause some nasty reactions. The milk's acid bacteria produces a sour taste and a bad smell. Once in your gut, these bacteria multiply, and your stomach sends signals to your brain that they need to be purged. Your body will do anything it can to get rid of the toxins, including diarrhea, vomiting, and intense abdominal pain.
Have you ever wondered what those balls hanging on power lines are for? Well, some people believe there are wire connections inside them, and others think they exist to lay the power lines down. But the actual reason for these balls is to save lives. You see, these are called marker balls, and they're meant to be an indicator of power lines, so low-flying aircraft don't run into them.
If you cut this long little muscle in your arm, you wouldn't be able to give a thumbs up. This muscle starts in your forearm and extends to the very tip of your thumb, allowing you to move your thumb away from your hand. And while it may not seem like a big deal, this tiny muscle is what enables you to swipe on your phone and watch more Zack D films.
Have you ever wondered what that little groove is under your nose? I mean, does it have a purpose? And if so, what is it? Well, some people stupidly think it's supposed to serve as a funnel for snot to run to your mouth, and others say it promotes our smelling sensitivity, but the actual reason we have this groove might surprise you. It's called the philtrum, and it's where different parts of your face met together in the womb.
They slice a thin layer of skin from a dead person's body, then it's sent to a lab where everything inside is scrubbed away. This leaves behind a clean, flexible sheet made of collagen. It gets freeze-dried, sealed, and sent to the doctor. There it's soaked in water, then slid on down, where it's shaped and stitched in place. Over time, your body fills up with living cells, turning down tissue into your own gun.
If your eyeballs fully popped out of your head, you would completely lose your vision. So what would you actually see? Well, most people think that you would see darkness, like pitch black. But that's not actually true. You wouldn't see darkness because you wouldn't see anything at all. It would be like trying to see out of your elbow. There's no visual input, which means you quite literally see nothing. Not darkness, not pitch black.
Nothing. Have you ever wondered why tennis balls are fuzzy? Well, believe it or not, it's actually pretty important to the sport. You see, tennis balls are incredibly fast and can reach speeds of 160 miles per hour. But if they were smooth, they would be even faster. So they added fuzz, which creates drag and slows the ball down to a speed where players can actually hit it.